What if one of the world's greatest empires had no kings, no armies, and no wars? The Indus Valley Civilization, over 4,000 years ago. Are you a history lover? Hit subscribe and now, comment what stories you want, and I'll bring them to life. Let's grow together. Built advanced cities, underground drainage, and massive trade networks. Yet not a single palace or king has ever been found. Instead of rulers, they lived in harmony, thriving without war. The empire that rewrote the rules, without a crown. This is the Indus Valley. We've found incredible things here. We found cities with incredibly advanced urban planning, sophisticated systems of pipes for water drainage, even signs of the world's first cotton gin. But we haven't found a single king, no palaces, no temples, no fortifications, no evidence of a ruling class at all. The Indus people thrived here in the northwestern region of the Indian subcontinent, building great cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa. They traded with Mesopotamia and Egypt. They may have even reached the Americas 500 years before Columbus. Yet there's no record of kings or queens, no great monuments to rulers, no evidence of a ruling class. We don't even know if they had a king or queen. They didn't have a standing army either. There are no weapons here, no evidence of warfare. The Indus people lived in peace. They farmed the land. They built great works of engineering, including the world's first known grid system of paved streets. They developed advanced technologies, including the world's first water clock. They made beautiful art and then they vanished. Some scholars believe the Indus Valley Civilization may have been a matriarchy, a society ruled by women. Others believe it was a direct democracy where everyone participated in making decisions about the community. Some scholars even believe the Indus people were an egalitarian commune, a utopian society without social hierarchy, without war, without rulers. But how could such a society function without leaders? How could they make decisions on who would be in charge of building projects, or who would lead trading missions, or who would defend them in times of conflict? It's hard to imagine. Most societies throughout history have been ruled by a king or queen, a god king who claimed their power came directly from the gods, but not the Indus people. They lived in peace, they built great works of engineering, and they thrived. For centuries they grew cotton, which they used to create textiles for trade. They kept domesticated cows, sheep, goats, and pigs. They farmed wheat, barley, peas, and melons. They may have even invented the plow. But their greatest legacy may be the inventions they left us. The Indus people invented the world's first known sewage system, complete with drains and toilets. They invented the world's first cotton gin. They invented weights and measures, the first known in South Asia. And they invented the art of storytelling, leaving behind thousands of seals and artifacts depicting stories that may be the world's first known mythology. The Indus people were masters of trade and diplomacy. But who were they trading with? And where did they go when they traveled to distant lands? Others believe they headed east and eventually formed the civilization of Sri Lanka. The Indus Valley Civilization was one of the world's first great empires, but it wasn't like any other empire. It had no kings, no armies,